spring sports banquet and our major awards ceremony, I want to stop by saying thank you to a lot of people. Thank you to our administration, Superintendent Regan, Assistant Superintendent Milligan, our business manager, Dave Libby. They're fantastic. Great supporters of what we do here at the high school. Our principal, Andy Long, our assistant principal, Sean O'Leary, and Eileen Osborne. Fantastic. Whenever we need them, they're there. The school committee is super supportive of what we do here, recognizes our kids. Couldn't ask for a better group of people to work for. Nancy O'Hare, our secretary in the athletic department, she makes everything happen. Never wants to be on stage and just makes things happen. She's fantastic. Our athletic trainer, Chris Mahana, our nurses, Mackenzie Legere and Kelly Constantino, for keeping our kids healthy all year long. Our custodial staff here at the high school, Roland Patterson, Chris O'Brien, Johnny Marchand, Pat LaMarche, those guys are great, keeping our facilities clean, keeping them maintained. My staff of people that work our games, Coach McCabe, Lenny Hunnell, our announcer, Jimmy Sullivan, fantastic helpers, supporters of the athletic department, make everything kind of work for us. Our booster groups here at the high school are second to none, provide all the little things that we can't provide. Fantastic group of people to support the athletic department. I couldn't be more thankful for the support they give. Our coaches work hard. They do. You know, this isn't a profession, coaching high school athletics, that you're going to get rich financially in. And they give their time, weekends, all kinds of time to you know, our athletes, and provide what I feel is a first-class experience. And to our players, we've had a fantastic year here at Tewksbury High School athletically. Our kids are tough. They compete. They're good students. They're good sports. They carry themselves the right way. It's a privilege to be their athletic director, and I couldn't be prouder of the kids who put our uniforms on. So with that said, for our thank yous, I kind of want to just get this going in the respect of everybody's time. In the spring, we had 275 roster spots. We played in over 200 contests. 7 of our 8 teams in the spring qualified for postseason play. 25 out of 27 on the season qualified for postseason play. We've had a very successful year here at Tewksbury High. Our softball team today advanced to the Elite 8. They'll play Sunday against Bedford at Bedford High School. Looks like late Sunday morning, but time's not official yet. In the spring, we had 1 MVC champion. We had 1 player of the year. We had 3 coaches of the year. We had a Boston Herald All-Scholastic. For the year, we had 9 state champions. We had for your high school career, seniors. We had 9 state champions. We had 8 Final Four appearances. We had a unified sports championship. And the graduating senior student athletes GPA, the average GPA of the graduating seniors in the class was 3.88. It's the highest we've had, Aaron. It's the highest we've had here in the last 8 years, that 3.88 GPA. That's fantastic. That's the cumulative average of every student athlete we have in the building. That's senior. So, fantastic. With that said, how this will kind of work tonight is we will do our spring sports. There's 8 of them. We will go through those. After that, I'll do second team all conference, first team all conference. I'll do the coaches of the year, and then we will get to some special awards, and we'll get to our major awards. I have brought in Kai Hugh tonight. He will be our photographer. So as we start with the spring sports and you come up, we're going to start with track. So with that said, hang on. When Coach Cusick calls up, whether he starts with the boys or the girls, whoever he starts, he'll call up his coach's award, he'll call up his MVP. If he calls one of them up first, just wait over there until the second person's done, then Kai will get a group photo. Then when the boys or the girls come up, it'll be group photos at a time. So once you come up, just wait off to the side till Kai gets a group shot. And we'll kind of operate that way all night, okay? With that said, a very well thought of teacher in the building. Coach Cusick's a longtime track coach here. He's very, very well respected in the track community. He does a bunch of different camps, does a bunch of different training sessions for different kids, and he's coached some national champions at the collegiate level. He's a fantastic coach, fantastic teacher, does a great job with that track program, coaching boys and girls track, head coach Fran Cusick.
Okay, I first wanted to thank the Tewksbury Athletic Administration. You know, I hear a lot of other coaches complaining about their athletic directors, or their bus wasn't scheduled on time, or their fields were overbooked, and we never really seem to run into that at Tewksbury. Mr. Druin and Mrs. O'Hare do a fantastic job keeping everything organized. Very stressful, kind of flies under the radar because you only really notice it when it gets messed up, but I do want to thank them for being so organized. I want to thank my coaching staff, Jill Page, Mike Davis, Peter Malloy, Courtney Graffio, Shaylee Paleo, Scott Wilson. Fun group of people to be around, passionate, and I really enjoy coaching with them. And then I just want to thank my Boosters Club. They do all the stuff that I really don't want to do, like fundraising and scholarships and things like that, and they keep the home meets running smoothly, so thank you to those groups. I'm going to jump right into the girls track team first. On this team, we had 52 athletes, and 35 of them were either freshmen or sophomores. So there's a lot of, kind of anxiety a little bit on the coaching side of we have a lot of people that don't really know what they're doing. But this turned out to be a great group. They are super supportive of each other. That's one of the things that we talked about a lot as a coaching staff is everybody on the team is so supportive. We had our state meet over the weekend and we had multiple people on the girls team come, not because they were competing, but they just came to support their friends. So I really appreciated this girls team. We went 1-3 in the season. But I think there's a lot of building blocks there. We have so many young people, and I think if they can work hard this summer and over the next few seasons, I think we're really going to see some improvement next year. But great group to be around, and I really enjoyed every day getting to coach this crew. So I have 2 awards. The first one I'll give out is a coach's award. This is someone who came into the season with a fairly serious injury. They're going to be getting surgery, I believe, in July. So they knew that they were, not necessarily at their best physically, but they still competed really hard and had a great season from a performance standpoint. At one dual meet, this athlete got first place in the shot put, first place in the discus, and second place in the javelin on a pretty severely injured foot. So great season athletically, and then from a performance standpoint, or from a leadership perspective, our longtime shot put coach, Mike Davis, who's an outstanding coach, got a new job this year, was not able to be at practice at the time he usually is. So as a result, the throwers had a lot of time where they were had to be independent. And this athlete, I think, really took the lead on that group, getting them where they needed to go, communicating with the coaching staff. And the throwers group as a whole had a really good season, I think largely because of the leadership of this athlete. So the Coach's Award goes to Ariana McLean. She's not actually here. So Tegan and Sarah are Tegan and Sharon are accepting award. Happy? You're saying that. Guys, just a little note. We don't have to clap a second time. It's fine. Don't clap. Do not clap. This is going to go on all night. All right. My next award is the MVP for the girls team. This athlete is a freshman, which is very unusual to give a MVP award to a freshman, but she really made a huge impression. In terms of MVP, the easy way to do it in track is just who scored the most points. Okay, we have 4 dual meets. You get 5 points for first place, 3 points for second place, and 1 point for third place. This athlete scored 44 points over the course of the season, which is a really impressive score, particularly for someone who's a freshman, particularly for someone who was in her first season of track. Did not do indoor. She plays another sport in the winter, so it was her first time doing it, and she came out and had a great season. mostly in the 100, 200, triple jump, dabbled a little bit in the hurdles. Definitely, you could tell she was a beginner. In her first race that she ran, she was running the 100-meter dash. And you guys have all seen the 100, right? You've seen Usain Bolt, you've seen Sha'Carri Richardson. How do you start the 100-meter dash? Typically, you start in blocks. This kid started like this. She started the 100-meter dash the way I started the Boston Marathon in 2014. So I'm looking down the track, and I'm seeing this, and I'm like, what the heck is this kid doing? The race starts, she's in dead last, and yet she just put on this giant surge in the middle of the race, won by about 2 seconds in her first race ever, which is kind of an indication of, like, this kid really has talent. She got derailed a little bit at the end of the season by injuries, but I think she's going to make a really big impression going forward. Unfortunately, this athlete could not be here tonight. So 2 of her teammates, I mentioned earlier how the track team, the girls track team especially, is super supportive of each other. 2 of her teammates were nice enough to come down today, take time out of their busy schedule. I think they were getting ice cream at Meadowlands or something like that before this. And they ventured on down here. Tegan Claycomb and Shay McDonald, who are 2 great athletes and great leaders, are here to accept the award on behalf of Sarah Morano. How was that? Yep. Okay, I'm going to jump right into the boys track team. So the boys track team, this is my first year coaching the boys track team. We had a very, very good team. We went 1-3 in dual meets, which I know doesn't sound that great, and every coach will probably talk about this, but the Merrimack Valley Conference is one of the most competitive conferences in the entire state of Massachusetts. I would say from a track perspective, probably the second best conference. Multiple teams winning all state championships. So even though we went 1-3 in dual meets, at the 2 meets we contested against other Division IV teams that are around our size. In the Division IV state meet, we came in 15th out of about 45 teams, and at the Division IV state relay meet, we came in 8th out of about 30 teams. So very successful season. I want to mention a couple people that are not getting awards specifically for outdoor track, but I think deserve some recognition. We have 2 athletes in the class of 2025 that are school record holders. The first is Manny Mangata, who broke the school record in the discus, a record that has stood since 2008. With his last throw, he threw 157 feet. I don't remember the inches. Sorry, Manny. But that is a record that's been around for 17 plus years. We've had a lot of good throwers, a lot of high-level Division I throwers who have not been able to break that record. So seeing Manny break that was really impressive. Our other school record holder is Sal Catanzano. He set the school record in the pentathlon, which is 5 different events. 110-meter hurdles, long jump, high jump, shot put, and 1,500-meter run. And Sal broke that record last year. So I do want to mention those 2 guys. We don't have to clap, but we had a ton of seniors on this team. I think we had 17 seniors, and they really were a joy to be around. Great leadership, great characters, funny, and I really enjoyed this group. So I'm going to jump right into the awards. I have 2 Coaches Awards and 1 MVP award. The first Coaches Award is going to someone who, I think showed a lot of maturity throughout his time here. He is not somebody that I knew a lot, to be honest with you. I've gotten to know him more this year. Great demeanor, super calm. I did mention how we have a lot of seniors. We didn't have that many seniors on the sprint group, and he was a person in the sprint group that I think was a great presence for our younger athletes. His last race of his career, he ran the 100-meter dash, and he ran a PR, and he was just really nice to get to know this season. So first Coach's Award goes to Dante Dunac. Is he here? And he did not show up. Okay. I'm going to go straight to the second Coach's Award. This is a person that I have had the pleasure of coaching for 4 years. He's the type of person that I think really makes any group he's in better. He's someone who, when you have those practices in April, when it's bad weather and nobody really wants to be there, he can kind of brighten up the group. When you're on a bus ride at 7 a.m. to Pembroke, he's just like a great presence. To quote another Tewksbury coach, he's quote unquote tough as nails, I believe is the phrase used. But he was at a meet this spring in Lexington when he got what we call in the track community getting spiked. Basically, when you run track, you wear these long metal spikes on the bottom of your shoes, and having someone step into your foot with that is extremely painful. So that happened in the middle of a mile race. He kept going. He almost PR'd. Despite that, he came off the track. His sock was, or his shoe was covered in blood, and we went over the trainer, and it was very clear that it was not one of those injuries where he was going to have to just put a Band-Aid on it and wait a couple days. Like, had to go to the ER, got surgery, missed 8 or 9 days, but came back and had a great close to his final season. So somebody that I really respect. Coach of the Award goes to Nate LeBoy. Okay, last award is the MVP. MVP is, you could kind of frame it a bunch of different ways. It could be the person who scored the most points. It could be the person who's, has the best leadership qualities. I think this person really kind of captured both of those things. From a points perspective, he was the top scorer on our team, scored, I believe it was 42 points over the course of the season, primarily in the pole vault and the 110-meter hurdles and the 400-meter hurdles, which are arguably 3 of the most technically difficult events in track and field. So the fact that he was able to do all 3 of those events at a high level, I think speaks to his, I'm surprised to say this honestly, coachability. But a great person. He was an excellent leader, particularly for our pole vault group. He's gotten so good at the pole vault. We don't have a lot of other people, juniors and seniors, that do pole vault. So the pole vault group was basically this athlete and then a bunch of freshmen and sophomores. And he was a great guide for that group. He was supportive. He was funny. He was engaging. Our pole vault coach, Shaylee Paleo, does an excellent job, but having someone who's a person on the team who can provide that much leadership is really appreciated by the coaching staff. So the MVP award goes to Mason Vietz.
Our next coach is a well thought of tennis coach in the tennis community. Does a real good job with our boys tennis program. We don't have a super ton of kids that play boys tennis, and this guy does the best he can to try to bring them along and get us better. He's a hard worker. He's a great guy, great coach, real good role model for our kids. Our boys tennis coach, Rick Keene.
All right, first off, like most of the coaches are going to say tonight, we would like to thank Mr. Druin, Nancy O'Hare for their great work throughout the whole season. Special congratulations to Mary McDonald and the girls team for making states. Another great year for you guys. And a special thank you to one of my team moms, Christine Chesbro. She's here. 4 years she's been taking care of the team, doing all the support with team photos, banquets, dine out nights, and everything. I just want to thank you very much for all your support. So this year, we had a tough season this year. The kids were playing real hard throughout the whole season, but the record doesn't reflect the hard work and determination this team displayed all year long. They fought for every point right down to the last one, and continue to prove throughout the season, never giving up. Like the most rewarding part of being a coach is watching our players grow and develop their skills. Because of their determination, we have a great core of young players that are going to be returning next year, and we're going to be looking forward to them bringing their progress into our next season. All right, for my awards, for the MVP award, I'm going to start with this student. I've had the pleasure to work with him for over the last 4 years, not only as a player, but as a 3-year captain who has been a great support to myself and the team. From the beginning, he showed a lot of promise. In just his freshman year, he made the starting lineup, playing doubles for the team. He continued to work hard in the offseason, and it paid off, earning him a spot as a starting singles player. Over the course of his tenure with the team, he continued to improve and earned his place in the last 2 seasons as our number 2 singles player. His hard work and dedication to the team and myself is why our team captain, Tyler Chesbro, is this year's MVP. All right, moving on to the Coaches Award. I have two players I'd like to give it out to this year. Both of these students are the epitome of what sportsmanship is. My first player that I'd like to give the award out to shows up to every practice and every game full of energy and drive. He's one of the hardest workers on our team and strives to improve himself consistently. Any one of our players can tell you he is the most vocal player on our team, always stepping up to announce the lineup and taking charge of the huddle prior to our matches. Whether on the court or off, he is the first to shout out words of encouragement to our teammates. The first of my coaches' awards this year goes to co-captain John Erskine. All right, for my second coach's award, this player is not only a great ambassador to the sport, to our school, and to our team, but in life general. He has shown incredible sportsmanship throughout the 4 years with this team. Whether winning or losing match, he is always gracious to other players on and off the court. This player received nothing but great compliments from all the coaches and opposing players in the MVC throughout this year. Whether opponents showed up to our home matches or we showed up to their courts, they would always ask me the first thing, is Tofi playing today? That was what I would hear all the time. My second coach's award goes to Tofi Baylon. Thank you.
Our next coach is, again, very, very well thought of tennis coach. Teaches, runs clinics, teaches, been here for a long time. Is so passionate about tennis, and I love that about her. She's a good coach, she's a good teacher, she's a good friend. Our head tennis coach, Mary McDonald.
So congratulations to all the seniors here and their families. Hope you have a really fun week. It's a long one, but I think you'll have lots of great memories from it. First of all, I wanted to thank Rick Keene for all of his help and support for the girls' team, especially driving the van to our playoff match. Not something I was looking to do. And a big thank you to the friends, siblings, parents, grandparents who attended the matches. Your support meant a lot to the team and their coach. This is a very accomplished group of 8 seniors, as evidenced by where they're going in the fall. Middlesex, Brandeis, Northeastern, UMass Lowell, Colgate, Lesley University, UMass Amherst, and UMass Dartmouth. It's a hardworking, smart, dedicated group, and I look forward to seeing all they accomplish. The team was 10-6 this season, the 22nd team in the power rankings. We played a strong team, Apponequet, they're called, in the playoffs, and we lost to them, but I thought we gave them a real good battle. Any of these players could have received an award tonight based on hard work, determination, sportsmanship, and results. But Mr. Druin frowns on the idea of 8 awards, so the winners tonight are the players with the best records. The Coaches Award tonight goes to the number 1 doubles team, who completed a record of 11-5, 10-2 in Division II. They were a new pair this year and won several big matches against strong teams. Coaches Award, Rose So and Riley Williams. Well done, Rose. The MVP also had an 11-5 record. She gave 100% in all of her matches and had some very big wins for the team. She showed great respect for her opponents, win or lose. The MVP this year is Emily LaPerriere. Sneaking in the back door. Thank you.
Our next sport that we're going to recognize tonight is a we got a pinch hitter in here tonight for our head coach Anthony Ponce. One of our assistant coaches, Ryan Day, who was a former player here, very, very good player for us here in our lacrosse program, will be coming up to speak tonight about boys lacrosse. Coach Day was a fantastic player for us and has done a fantastic job with our sub-varsity lacrosse program. And filling in for head coach Anthony Ponce tonight, our assistant coach, Ryan Day.
So I just want to say thank you to Mr. Druin, Ms. O'Hare, the seniors, the lacrosse boosters, and the parents. The boys lacrosse team had another strong season with a final record of 9-10 and a second straight MIAA playoff appearance. This season we played tougher competition than last year and finished with the same regular season record and a better power ranking. This was a season where it felt like we learned how to put it together as a program, play together, and beat good lacrosse teams. Now I'll get into our MVP and Coaches Award. First, the MVP. This player was a junior captain who finished the season with 39 goals and 26 assists for 65 points. His season was highlighted by his 5-goal and 3-assist performance in a come-from-behind win against Woburn in a cold and rainy night. He not only had a successful season offensively while getting covered by every team's best defenseman, he has had an outstanding career, breaking the 100-goal career mark this season. With still one more year to go, I am grateful to have the opportunity to coach this kid and look forward to another year of watching him progress not only as a player but as a person. The boys lacrosse MVP award goes to Cameron Goodner. The next award is the Coach's Award. This Coach's Award is going to a senior captain who did a lot of the little things for the team, whether it was being the first one to start a ball hunt and the last one back, getting to the field early to help set up, or staying late to clean up, or getting some extra work. This student athlete was always looking to go the extra mile. He was a role model for the younger players by leading by example and is the definition of a coachable kid. He's one of those players who's the kindest person you've ever met besides on game day. The boys lacrosse coaches award goes to Lincoln Crane.
Good job. Our next team is our girls lacrosse team. Our head coach is, again, well thought of teacher here. Coach Murph's one of those people that you need on your staff at any high school. She's willing to do whatever needs to be done to help students. She's involved with multiple sports. She's involved after school. She uses her classroom for kids to leave their equipment. She does whatever she can to service. She fully understands that we're in the service business of servicing kids, and she's fantastic at it, and she's growing our girls lacrosse program, and we are getting better year after year. 13 or 14 regular season wins and a tournament win, and does a fantastic job for us. Our girls lacrosse coach, Erin Murphy.
All right, good evening. First, I would like to echo the sentiments in thanking Ron, Nancy, and Chris for all the support they give to all of us coaches. Next, I would like to congratulate all the athletes and coaches here tonight. All of the spring sports have a lot to be proud of this season. Looking back on our season, I would definitely say it was a success. We improved on our record once again to end the regular season with a 14-6 record and another bid to the playoffs. We won our first postseason game, but unfortunately fell in the round of 32, also to Apponequet. But overall, our season was 15-7. The girls have continued to work hard in the off-season, either through winter leagues, lips at the field house, or through their other high school sports. All of these efforts have allowed our program to grow in size and strength these last few years, and I hope the girls are as proud of themselves as I am of them. Our team this year was led by 4 strong captains, Addie Tangway, Emily Pitcher, Callie Frechette, and Grace Willie, but I was also blessed with 14 seniors. These girls have continued to foster a culture of positivity and a love of the game, which has allowed this program to flourish. It will be hard to replace them next season. So tonight I have 2 awards. The first award is my Coach's Award. I've had the pleasure of coaching this athlete for the last 4 years. When she started in our program as a freshman, she was new to the sport, but already had a natural ability and made the varsity team. While she may not have gotten the minutes she had hoped for, she continued to work year after year to get better. In her first 2 years, she scored a pair of goals each, but then doubled that her junior year and has far surpassed that all 3 years now as a senior. It is clear how much she valued not only her own growth, but the growth of the program overall, as she was instrumental in getting the girls into Winter League each year, was a role model in the weight room, and took a lead role in running our first youth clinic. She is ending the season with 34 goals, 7 assists, 15 ground balls, 7 caused turnovers, and an MVC second team player, and a 2-year captain. I can't thank her enough for all she's done for me and the program in the last few years, and I wish her all the luck next year at Northeastern. This year's Coaches Award goes to Addison Tangway. Next is my MVP award. This player has been a valuable member of our program, both in the 8th grade when she first picked up a stick and joined our JV team, and then as a 4-year varsity starter. On the field, she was outstanding for us, another player constantly looking to improve year after year. She was the player who really got our offense going, whether through a draw control, calling a set play, or signaling to her teammates when and where they should cut, leading us to a 2nd consecutive winning season. I admire this player's determination greatly, as well as her reluctance to accept defeat. If you've ever had the pleasure of watching her play a sport, whether it be lacrosse, basketball, or soccer, you know what I'm talking about. I can name countless times I've seen her lock in and rattle off 2 or 3 goals in a row, giving her team a needed boost. She's ending the regular season with 68 goals, 37 assists, 68 ground balls, 53 caused turnovers, and a staggering 148 draw controls. Her career total points being 235. She's a great role model for future female athletes, and I'm proud to have been her coach. This year's MVP is Emily Pitcher. Thank you.
All right, I am assuming, baseball team, that we have some people out there eating. Coach Feld might be out there eating. You guys are almost ready to wrap that up and get in here. Okay. With that said, I'm not going to make Coach Feld come up here on 2 wheels, so I will come with the softball team. Fantastic year by our softball team. Win today, 6-5. Made it a little close for comfort in the top of the 7th. Runner on third, 2 outs, 6-5. For God's sakes. Anyways, they did win. It was awesome. They will play Sunday morning. Time still to be determined. They'll play at Bedford High School Sunday morning in the round of 8, which is fantastic. Our next coach to come up here is a young head coach. We had some turnover with our coaching staff and the softball team this past year, and I had a handful of good applicants, and I saw this one particular applicant and went through the interview process, and she just did a fantastic job. And I know her here as a former player here. Fantastic player, fantastic young lady, and I can't thank Coach G enough, Coach Gigante enough, for being that steady hand to help bring a new coach along. That goes a long way. Fantastic young lady, fantastic leader of our kids. You take over some of these programs and people think it's on autopilot, and it's not. You have to, every year's a new year and every team's a new team. And we lost a lot of kids in the last couple of years, and Coach Dick did a fantastic job putting this roster together, getting them to believe in themselves, and they're having a fantastic year. Our softball coach, Kirsten Dick.
Okay, first time doing this, bear with me. First, want to thank Mr. Druin and Mrs. O'Hare for everything they've done. All the seniors, congrats, and of course, Coach G. Mark, my assistant coach. I'm just gonna hop right into it. So I got a coach's award right here. This year, the Softball Coaches Award goes to a player who truly embodies what this recognition is all about. It's not just about the stats or the standout plays. This award is the attitude, effort, consistency, and heart. And this player brought that every single day. Pitching is one of the toughest roles on the field, not just physically, but mentally. And she handled situations in games with poise, grit, and determination. And for that, she deserves to be recognized. This player is dependable, coachable, and an all-around great teammate and kid, and I've had the pleasure of coaching her this year, my first year, thank you. This year, that player was Gabe Davis. She pitched a great game today, too. The next is the MVP award. I mean, I've been so lucky to coach this group of girls, and literally I could pick out any one of them to deserve to get this award. They all deserve it in their own special way. But this player in particular has been just like a solid rock. She's a big part of our team. She's a senior. She's a captain. She plays one of the toughest positions on the field with confidence, consistency, and more grit. Game after game, she's made big plays look easy and always came through it in key moments. What made her truly valuable wasn't just her performance, but it was her leadership. She set the standard at every practice, brought the energy, and constantly lifted her teammates. She plays hard, she stays positive, and just makes everyone around her better. Her fun attitude and her heart will be heavily missed next year. And I'm going to rip off some stats. She finished the regular season. We finished 17-3 as a team. She finished the regular season with a .590 batting average, .675 on base percentage, .754 slugging percentage, 36 hits, and one of those hits was her 100th hit, which is a great milestone. 28 of those were singles, 7 doubles. She's hit a home run, and she had 21 RBIs, so congrats, Abby Tower.
You know, having coached in the spring, it's always difficult when you got to come to this banquet, especially if your season ends. Been in those shoes many times. It's not the best. It is not the best place to be. But I want to give, you know, our next coach is our head baseball coach, Matt Felder. I want to give him a lot of credit. The season had some ups and some downs, and some really high points and some points where they struggled a little bit. And if you're being, I like to think that having a baseball background, I have a little bit more critical eye for baseball than maybe some of the other sports. And if you're truly being honest with yourself, and you kind of walked out of Haverhill Stadium Memorial Day weekend, and you said, how's the baseball team going to do in the tournament? At that particular point, they weren't really throwing strikes with much consistency. They weren't putting the ball in play with a lot of consistency. And they weren't catching the ball with a ton of consistency. They had done it at different points during the season very, very well. But at that particular point, things weren't really gelling the way they needed to gel. And, you know, Coach Feld did a fantastic job getting them ready in that 4 or 5 day window to kind of hit the reset button and start to play good baseball. And they played some of their best baseball the last 7 to 10 days. Unfortunately, today wasn't their day. But sometimes when you get to the end of the road and you're at senior week and whatnot, guys can tend to check out if things aren't easy. And Coach Feld did a fantastic job getting these guys to compete all the time, getting them to fight and practice hard and do the right things. And this guy's come in for 2 years and led us to multiple years in the tournament where they've won multiple games. And I'm proud of the job he's done. He's a fantastic representative for our baseball program, my head coach, Matt Feld.
Memorial Day weekend. Coach Druin's never been one for a critical eye on any sort of coaching effort of any kind. I want to start off by congratulating the softball team on their win today. They are... Having been in Coach Dick's shoes a year ago as a first-year coach, you know, it's not easy to come in and, you know, you think you've got all the answers and you think you're going to get everything figured out, and it's a hard thing to take a program on, especially a program like the softball program that's had a lot of success and continue that success. It's incredibly impressive to watch. They're a lot of fun to watch. I highly encourage you make time to go watch them play on Sunday because she runs a great operation, a great team, and they've got a lot more softball ahead of them this spring. I think we've got one of the best, if not the best, coaching communities in Massachusetts. I know one of the reasons that we're able to be successful is that I'm able to lean on guys like Coach Boudreau and Coach McNault and Coach Dick and Coach Murphy, Coach Aylward, Coach Kaz, that allows us to be successful. And I turn to them as colleagues and coaching mentors, and they mean a lot to me, and we're grateful that in this town we're all able to work together to see to it that our student athletes have the most positive experience possible. This year we had some ups and downs, like Coach Druin said, but at the end of the day, you know, I thought the last week or so we played as well as we possibly could have. Went out to Auburn, beat the number 6 seed in our rankings. And our seniors will have graduated having won 4 tournament games, which is more than any senior baseball class in the last 15 years, which is a credit to those guys. In terms of my awards for the year, first up is the Coaches Award. And when I'm picking a Coaches Award winner, I think of someone whose effort and attitude and character is not based on their performance or the team's performance, where their performance on a certain day, their statistics, their batting average, their fielding percentage, their ERA, does not correlate with the leadership that they show. And this individual, every single day, the 2 years that I had the opportunity to coach him, but specifically this year, showcased that day in and day out. He was someone that his teammates gravitated towards. He was a standout communicator and leader for his underclassmen. He's someone who led by example more than anything else. I am fortunate and proud to have coached this kid, Joey Barletta. And now for the team's most valuable player award. We played 22 games during the regular season, 3 in the tournament, so we played 25 altogether. He appeared in 24 of those games and started 23. He is a captain on the baseball field in terms of how he conducts himself and his leadership, even though he doesn't have the letter next to his name. He is someone that everyone looks towards, and despite his grade, is someone that everyone looks up to because of his experience, his success, and the way that he carries himself regardless of his age, as I said. He is someone who's got a lot of great years ahead in this program and in other programs that he already leads. Jay Kuna.
All right. I'm going to throw a little bit of a curveball here. I'm going to announce our coaches of the year, and then I'm going to ask all our staff, all our head coaches in the audience, everybody in any season, to come up and recognize our major award winners. So we'll start with our coaches of the year. MVC Division I Coach of the Year in softball, Kirsten Dick. MVC 2 Girls Lacrosse Coach of the Year, Erin Murphy. MVC 2 Girls Tennis Coach of the Year, Head Coach Mary McDonald. I'd ask all our head coaches in the audience to come up to the stage, please. Come on. Coach, come on.
What do you want from me? I already gave one. Did you miss it? I made extra copies.
Not right now. All right, we'll start with second team all conference. Second team all conference in baseball, Joe Barletta and Jake Kuna. Second team all conference in girls lacrosse, Sarah Doherty and Addison Tangway. You guys are staying up for a photo, though. Okay. Second team all-conference in softball, Lila Arias, Anya Cranston, and Gabriella Davis. I've made my feelings clear. Davis not being on first team is criminal. Spring outdoor track and field, second team all-conference, Mason Viets in pole vault, Manny Mangata in discus, Kobe Mangata in shot put, Sal Catanzano in pentathlon and high jump. Girls outdoor track and field, second team all conference, Sophia Nazaro, 110 hurdles. Second team all conference in girls tennis, Gianna Doran. If we could have the boys sit and the girls stand behind them. The boys sit on the stage, girls stand behind them. Kai, can you make that work? Jimmy, if you want to just slide them down this way. First team all conference. In baseball, Phil Lombardi. First team all conference, girls lacrosse, Emily Pitcher. First team all conference is softball, Juliana Capiello and First team all conference is softball, Abby Tower. First team all conference, if we could just get a photo. The next category would be some of our special awards and record holders. MVC Division II Jason Crago Sportsmanship Award, Boys Tennis, Tofi Belon. Tofi, wait down the end of the stage, all right? Wait down the end of the stage. Outdoor track and field. Outdoor track and field, new school record in the discus on May 14, 2025. 157 feet, 11 inches, Manny Mangata. Wait down the end, all right? Girls lacrosse, 100 career goals, Emily Pitcher. Boys lacrosse, 100 career goals, Cam Goodner. He left? Okay. I'm going to read 3, so if we can just hold the applause until the end. Softball, 100 career hits, Abby Tower. MVC Division I Player of the Year, Abby Tower. Boston Herald All Scholastic, Abby Tower. If we could get a photo with them. Okay. Now we will get into our major athletic awards. They're going to come up in pairs. We'll get the photo initially in pairs, and then I'm going to ask the major award winners to come back up for one group photo together, okay? We will start with the William D. Gregorio Scholar Athlete Award, awarded to the female athlete who best combines athletic excellence and accomplishments with superior academic achievement. Rania Elawahi. Stevie, if you want to give Zalvaggio his, you can. Rania, wait down the end.
All right.
Lawrence McGowan Memorial Scholar Athlete Award, awarded to the male athlete who best combines athletic excellence with accomplishment with superior academic achievement. Zach Salvaggio. Grab a picture with Rania down the end. That's it. You guys can go. I'll call you guys back up as a group. Our next award is the Teresa Terry Lightfoot Inspiration and Courage Award, awarded to the senior male athlete who has overcome physical or emotional adversity and competed with vigor, courage, and dignity without complaint. There's 2 male winners. The first one is Alexander Almeida. Danny's happy for you. Teresa Terry Lightfoot Inspiration and Courage Award, awarded to the senior male athlete who has overcome physical and emotional adversity and competed with vigor, courage, and dignity without complaint. Jaden Maxey. Sorry, Congratulations, JJ. Congratulations. Hang it, JJ. Hang in until the girl comes up. Teresa Terry Lightfoot Inspiration and Courage Award, awarded to the senior female athlete who has overcome physical or emotional adversity and competed with vigor, courage, and dignity without complaint. Abby Tower. Hey, come get it. Congratulations. Thanks, Kai. Our next award is our Determination Award. Daniel Gillette Memorial Determination Award, awarded to the male athlete whose achievements and efforts in athletics exhibit perseverance and hard work unmatched by his peers. Seamus McDonald. Boy, Shamo.
Well deserved.
Absolutely. Deborah Lee McPhail Memorial Determination Award, awarded to the female athlete whose achievements and efforts in athletics exhibit perseverance and hard work unmatched by her peers. One of the finest young ladies in this building, Maddie Duggan. Our next award is our Sportsmanship Award. Kevin Kelly Memorial Sportsmanship Award, awarded to the male athlete who best represents the qualities of fair play in all aspects of athletics. Sal Catanzano.
Looking good, too. Actually,
Leo Doctoraco Sportsmanship Award, awarded to the female athlete who best represents the qualities of fair play in all aspects of athletics. Paige Crowley. All right. When we there's a process to these awards. So our coaches get together, and sometimes it goes smooth. Sometimes it's a 2-hour knockdown, drag out, people battling for their athletes, and it's good. So the coaches have a lot of input in those awards. These ones are mine. So respectfully, I see as many games, if not more than anybody in here, and see the kids in different light, you know, and whether they're in school or competing and winning or losing. And I see a lot of different things that, unfortunately, a lot of these coaches are on the field at the time and don't get to see the other sports as much as maybe they'd like to. So these are mine. Tewksbury Memorial High School Athletic Director's Choice Award. Awarded to the senior athlete who has demonstrated character, commitment, academic success, and leadership while displaying the most desired characteristics of a Tewksbury Memorial High School student athlete. There's 2 winners for boys and girls. Our first winner, Erin Costello. It is a good point. It is, you're right. Good point, Coach Dick. Tewksbury Memorial High School Athletic Director's Choice Award awarded to senior athlete who has demonstrated character, commitment, academic success, leadership while displaying the most desired characteristics of a Tewksbury Memorial High School student athlete, Sierra Thomasette. Our 2 male winners. Tewksbury Memorial High School Athletic Director's Choice Award awarded to the senior athlete who has demonstrated character, commitment, academic success, and leadership while displaying the most desired characteristic of a Tewksbury Memorial High School student athlete, Mason Vietz. Congratulations.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Last AD's Choice Award, awarded to the senior athlete who has demonstrated character, commitment, academic success, and leadership while displaying the most desired characteristic of a Tewksbury Memorial High School student athlete, Vinny Ciancio. Okay, we good? These are our coaches' awards. Dennis McGadden Memorial Coaches Award, awarded to the male athlete who represents the finest qualities of fair play, work ethic, perseverance, and athletic excellence, Phil Lombardi. You get the next 2. Take the mic. Congratulations. Megan McCarthy Tewksbury Tough Coaches Award, awarded to the female athlete who represents the finest qualities of fair play, work ethic, perseverance, and athletic excellence, Sarah Doherty. Call you 2. Congratulations.
Thank you.
At this time, I'd like to invite Coach Aylward to the mic to present the 2 awards in the name of his dad. our head football coach, Brian Aylward.
Once again, not a memorial award. This is the Bob Aylward Athletic Leadership Award, awarded to the senior female athlete who has exhibited outstanding leadership qualities supported by athletic achievement in her sports. Anya Cranston. Once again, the Bob Aylward Athletic Leadership Award awarded to the senior male athlete who has exhibited outstanding leadership qualities supported by athletic achievement in his sports, Joe Barletta. Oh, yeah, Joe. Thanks. Congratulations.
Our last two awards are our outstanding athletes. Female outstanding athlete, awarded to the female athlete whose accomplishments during her high school career represent the finest qualities of athletic excellence, Emily Pitcher. Congratulations. Congratulations, Emily.
It's all deserved.
Our last award of the evening is the Charles Hazel Outstanding Athlete Award, awarded to the male athlete whose accomplishments during his high school career represent the finest qualities of athletic excellence, Manny Mangata.
That's a big one.
Congratulations. I'd like to thank all our coaches for coming up. If you guys want to go grab a quick seat while we kind of transition. If I could get the major award winners to come up on stage, we'll get one quick picture. Anybody who won a major award at the end? Guys will sit, girls will stand behind them. Guys are sitting, girls will stand behind them. Manny, get in the middle. Emily, get in the middle.
You should.
Zach's up here, right? In closing, as I stated earlier, this senior class has left their mark here at the high school. We have, as I said earlier, we've won 9 state championships. We've had 8 Final Four appearances. We have a senior GPA of 3.88. We have teams that are still playing. This place is different than other high schools. It just is. What we did in the winter was elite. Elite. There's not another high school in Massachusetts that had a better winter than we did. And we carried it over to the spring with, another league championship, and we still have teams playing. And once again, the fate of Merrimack Valley softball will ride on Tewksbury. Everybody else has already gone on vacation. So we'll be the last team standing. It has been a pleasure to be your athletic director. Watching you seniors and all our kids compete is, people talk about enjoying your job. It's not work, and you get to come watch you guys compete is a lot of fun. I hope you guys have had a great senior week. I know you got some stuff tomorrow. Cannibal Lake, whatever you guys got tomorrow. Senior month or whatever you guys got going, senior month. Have some fun, right? We have graduation Friday. We still have some games to play, but it has been nothing but a pleasure to watch you guys all year long, to watch you seniors for 4 years. I couldn't be happier for you. I want to wish you the best as you move forward. Thank you for all you've done. I want to thank the parents for all they've done. Have a great evening. Thank you.